I think people say the game was better in the 80s than what it was in the 90s, and it was better in the 90s than the 2000s. I'd love to be starting again as a 18, 19, 20-year-old. Obviously, they get paid well, and I think everyone enjoys that sort of thing. But I think if you look at the big scheme of things, how the game's developed, yeah, there are certain areas that frustrate you. It has got soft with tribunals and ticky-touch with stuff where people get rubbed out. People expect blokes to go out there and put their body on the line and be flat out physical and do everything they can, almost play like gladiators for 2 hours, but then in the split second of tackling someone, they're supposed to be nice and calm and lay them down on the ground rather than put them to the ground. So I can understand why the mentality, you don't want dumb tackles to get concussion, but you also got to realise that blokes put their body on the line and go hammer and tong for 2 hours, so there's going to be some elements of error or mistake. When I first got drafted, I guess, on field I was ready for AFL football. Probably not the work ethic, but understanding the game, being able to put my head over the ball. When I get the ball, I knew what to do with it. So I think in that context, as a young guy, I think I was ready to play. But I was a raw 17-year-old as far as knowing what it'd take to be an AFL footballer, knowing your diet, your preparation, your recovery, all that stuff was never shown to me growing up as a kid. Pre-season is to come back and lose the weight that you put on in the off-season. And I think around that time, that's when it really started to click for people that your off-season is to prepare to have a really good pre-season, to have a really good season the following year. If they ask you what you did, Melbourne's too big of a place to sort of say, were you at a pub? No, I wasn't. Well, mate, so many people saw you, you couldn't hide like you could back in Colac. Yeah, so I remember, because I used to sit down with Swabby, he used to sit down and try and help me with, like, this is, what'd you do? So I'd go through and tell him. He's like, yeah, do you reckon you could have cut it a bit shorter? I'm like, yeah, but my mates were keen to go to this place, so I didn't want to leave, and they came down to see me, so I wanted to spend time with them. And I'm a big believer in you make mistakes along the way, and as long as you improve and learn from the mistakes, that's the main thing. And I've made a lot of mistakes, and I think so many people out there have. And if they say they haven't, I reckon they're liars.